and going through their pregame warm-ups, trying to get loose and focused here before tip. Glad to have you with us for this Monday afternoon presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill. Allie LaForce will be reporting from the sidelines. And some notable injuries for both teams as we take a look at the players unavailable for tonight's game.
And a total of 6 players out of action for tonight. A lot of opportunity for guys to step in and show what they can do.
And now the opening lineup for New York. Jalen Brunson is out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Josh Hart. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Anunoby in at small forward. And for the Grizzlies, we've got Jalen Wells. Jaren Jackson out there with Zach Edey. Then it's Williams. Grant, these are two teams with some of the highest assist rates in the league.
Yeah, B.A. And it really goes to show the unselfish attitude they both have. Not to mention how many skilled passers are on both rosters.
Now here's Brunson. Outside Hart. Pass to Towns. Just 5 to shoot. Three-pointer, Bridges. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns.
Yeah, the quickness from Bridges there, looking like a guard.
Williams passes to Wells. Now here's Jackson. Hart pulls it in. Well, Grant, the 2025 season was sort of a return to form for Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah, B.A. He just seemed more comfortable out there, right? Getting back to what his numbers used to look like and just playing with reckless abandon.
Now here's Brunson. Back to Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Well, you can count on Towns to finish with strength anytime he has the chance.
Outside Wells. There's the three. It's hauled in by Jalen Brunson. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for New York. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Memphis' head coach for a minute. When Karl Anthony Towns was brought up, coach immediately chimed in, saying, yeah, the thing about Towns is the sheer size that he brings. Our guys will have to be physical and make him uncomfortable around the basket to have success. Physicality and aggressiveness will be the key. Brian, back to you.
And Allie, thank you for that. Now here's Wells. Pass to Jackson. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
At his height, Jackson Jr. just needs to be assertive to successfully attack inside.
Outside Anunoby. Here's Brunson outside. Cleared away by Wells. For Memphis, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. And here is Williams. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. Jackson outside. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Ooh, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
Outside Hart. Pass to Bridges. Outside Anunoby. Here's Hart. Right side Brunson. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Towns. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. New York out in front, leading by 3. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And from what we've seen from New York, what's your take so far?
Well, I'll tell you what, throughout the first, they did a great job of just running their offense.
Yeah, and I love to see this kind of communication between teammates. Great player movement, great ball movement.
On the floor for New York. Filling out the wings, Clarkson and Bridges. Mitchell Robinson is out there with Gershon Yabusele. And it's McBride in at the 1. You talk about a high-variance team. The Grizzlies keep you guessing, Coach.
Yeah, they do. They're young, brash, a ton of talent, and at times they've seemed poised to take over the West, but it hasn't happened yet.
For three, Caldwell Pope. The Knicks with the rebound. Outside McBride. Pass to Bridges. The fadeaway. Oldhama grabs the board. Grizzlies trail by 5. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Landale misses. Clarkson with the ball. Caldwell Pope covering. Here's Yabusele. And he buries his first look.
No need to risk a shot from range when you can take it inside.
And so Tuomas Isilo calls the timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. And a new group getting ready for Memphis. Edey's checked in for Landale. Jackson comes in for Conchar. Wells is checked in for Caldwell Pope. And Williams is subbed in for Spencer. New York also changing it up. Karl Anthony Towns is checked in for Yabusele. OG Anunoby comes in for Clarkson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for McBride. Grizzlies trail by 7. And since the turn of the century, die-hard Knicks fans had dealt with some lean years, Grant, until recently.
No doubt, BA, and they're happy to see meaningful games. The arrival of Jalen Brunson just changed things, and they've gone all in to surround him with talent.
Williams' shot is good.
Rock-solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Now here's Robinson. Here's Towns. No good that time. Oh, and Jackson with the defensive effort. Edey against Robinson. Back to Williams. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. Over to the left wing. Shot clock at 5. From downtown, that basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Williams has got 5 points.
Defensively, if you're going to disrupt his rhythm, you have to put more pressure on him.
For 3. Kicks it out, Towns. Brunson against Williams. Second shot opportunity. Memphis with a rebound. No good. That would have tied it. Outside Brunson. No good on the buzzer beater. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. New York out in front. They're up by 2. And Allie LaForce has something for us on the sidelines. Hey, Allie.
Carl, you were able to build the lead, but what's the key to maintaining it or even increasing it going forward?
I mean, don't change what we're doing. Just stay together, keep passing the ball, keep playing great defense, and just keep making them think and make decisions, especially the difficult ones.
Consistency is a beautiful thing. Thanks, Carl.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at Vince Williams, he's been playing really well.
And you can say his performance goes beyond the stat sheet.
Well, he's a great competitor. He makes positive plays at both ends, and he's a great teammate as well.
Zach Edey out there with Jackson. Then there's Vince Williams. Then there's Jalen Wells. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. I think many would say Jaren Jackson Jr. has an incredibly complete game, Coach.
Yeah, offense, defense, no room for complaints, B.A. Rebounding, he has the tools to dominate, but the numbers are still coming around.
Bridges misses.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Now here's Williams. He's got 5. Here's Jackson. And that one's good. And that's now 7 points for Jaren Jackson.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room in half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
And so effective from these in-between spots. Brunson doesn't need much room to feel comfortable.
Outside Wells. Williams on the wing. There's the triple. Hart pulls it in. New York trailing. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Thanks. Well, this new three-point era started with Stephen Curry, and it's really in the last decade that we're seeing the long-distance game extend to the center position. You look at the list of recent champions, it seems it's also not a luxury, but a necessity to have a paint presence who can also stretch the floor from deep.
A nightmare to contain. All right, Shams, appreciate the report. And he drops the first. And really an offensive transformation for the Grizzlies since 2024, Grant.
Yeah, they're pushing the pace, playing a unique style with a lot of cutting and movement off the ball, crashing the offensive glass. I mean, it all seems to be working.
Bridges hits them both.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Now here's Wells. He's guarded by Bridges. Here's Williams. Second chance effort. And he lays it up and in. Jackson's got 7 now in this quarter.
Yeah, tough work on the offensive glass. Jackson Jr. being rewarded for his efforts there.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He might have seen something and needs a review with his guys. Grizzlies making a switch here. Aldama's checked in. And a switch here also for New York. Clarkson's checked in for Anunoby. .114 left in the third quarter of the game. To the paint. The shot by Towns, no good.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Aldama outside. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. Shot clock at 6. Williams misses. Grant, they could attempt a 2 for 1 here.
They could. The key here is a good look.
Bridges finds Brunson. Some solid defense from Williams.
Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy.
Aldama. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Well, pretty sure Aldama could bring down the standard if he wanted to.
Pass to Bridges. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Towns. The big man, Cat.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
Aldama outside. Left side Williams. The 3. The shot no good. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Grizzlies out in front, up 1. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the action. Fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. On the floor for New York, OG Anunoby out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Brunson in at the point. Now here's Williams. Now Jackson. On the wing, Williams. With the shot. Rebounded by Towns.
His shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Hart with a screen on Williams. Towns against Williams. Outside Brunson. Bridges fires. It's money from deep.
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Bridges pulls it down.
When the defense is playing awfully like that, you want to be able to convert. But that time, he just couldn't get it done.
Towns on a screen. Brunson. No good from 3. Grizzlies trail by 4. Here's the pass to Williams. Now Jackson.
About those points from Jackson. Big time.
Brunson taking his time here. Off on the layup. And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for Memphis. Here's Jackson. Hart with a rebound. Now Bridges. Yes! Using that window!
Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Oh, the feathery touch! Dropped it right over the rim.
He hears the whistle, and he keeps his concentration and is able to knock it down.
At the line for 1.
Free throw's good from Anunoby. Timeout called. The Grizzlies. Timeout. They're trailing by 7. Chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Head coach of the Grizzlies had some words for his team over the break. He encourages guys to stick with it, saying, I don't care what the scoreboard says. If we can play hard, that's all that matters. We can be the stronger team. So that's what coach is looking for.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Williams looking around. Now Jackson. The 11-footer. Towns ripped down the board. Don't do anything silly. Just ride out the clock.
Yes, if they take their time and execute, the game is all theirs.
And here's Memphis. They trail by 7. It's blocked.
Tenacious defender. Bridges covers so well.
And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
Jackson. Towns rips down the board. Now Brunson. So New York wins it. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes, they did. And, you know, you have two choices. You can either succumb to the hostility in this arena, or you can feed off of it and use it as motivation. They did the latter.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce, who is now with our player of the game.
All right, I'm with Karl Anthony Towns. Karl, congratulations on the victory. What was key in getting the win here tonight?
I mean, we played like we wanted it more. You know, we came out here and we just did a lot of great defensive stops. It wasn't offensive. It was more defensive. We did a great job. We got those 50-50 balls, put us in a nice position.
We could see and feel that desperation. Congrats on the win.
Allie, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Coach Stan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
And so off the tip, it's Memphis. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. They've got Artest. Olajuwon is out there with Shaquille O'Neal. Then it's Tracy McGrady. And it's Durant in at the 3, the small forward. Now, here is Artest. 6 on the shot clock. The fader. And Olajuwon with the basket on the assist by Artest.
And that's the rub. I mean, as good as Olajuwon is on the blocks, he can be equally as effective from mid-range.
Antetokounmpo dishes to George. Antetokounmpo, a screen on McGrady. The shot by George, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Durant, the pass to McGrady. Olajuwon with a screen on Kobe. The shot by McGrady, no good. Here are the Lakers with the ball. Bounce pass, Antetokounmpo. Pass to Bryant, wide open. It's rebounded by O'Neal.
Yeah, that's a shot he'll make 90% of the time. He just couldn't get it to go right there.
Here's McGrady. And it's off the back rim, no good.
The defense really didn't do enough to alter that shot. It's simply a miss.
Kobe, the pass to Abdul-Jabbar. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And just look at the grace, the agility, versatility that Jabbar brings to the center position. Can beat you in so many ways.
Now, here is McGrady. And the layup is good.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
Bryant with it, covered by Artest. Bryant down low. Great D that time from Artest.
Defense did just enough to force that miss. I really expected him to get 2 there.
And it's Olajuwon, top of the key. Pass to KD. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And there's no shot Durant can't hit. Has an amazing touch from way outside the arc.
Here's Pettit. Floats it up for Giannis.
And if you're looking to make a big play with the pass, you've got to love Giannis. He's a big target on those alley-oop blocks.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
Bryant with a screen for Antetokounmpo. Pass to Bryant. And he gets it to go.
Such body control from Bryant. Able to take some hits there on the way up.
McGrady outside. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. Pass to George. A 3-ball. Grizzlies with the rebound. Outside, KD. And he was able to put it up in time, but it doesn't fall. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Grizzlies lead by 3. We've got more in store for you. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you guys think?
Well, coaches preach ball movement, and we saw exactly why in that first quarter.
Well, that's just great chemistry offensively. Everybody playing for one another and trusting each other. It's beautiful to watch.
They've got Bryant. Also Antetokounmpo out there. George is out there with Abdul-Jabbar. And it's Pettit in at the 4. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Lakers trail by 3. Here's Giannis. Pass to Pettit. And here is Bryant. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball on the 3-point line.
Artest dishes to McGrady. Back to Artest. Lets it go with a 3. Pettit grabs the board.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Antetokounmpo passes to George. Abdul-Jabbar. And staying with the play, Abdul-Jabbar.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder.
And that's just too deep. Olajuwon, way too many moves in there. Almost automatic.
Giannis dishes to Bryant. Here's Artest. Drops in the breakaway layup. Artest's got the lead up to 5 now for the Grizzlies. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Los Angeles. And the Lakers decide to take their first timeout here.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Trying to find a way to get some easy buckets. You don't want to just think you can shoot your way out of this.
Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Out to Kobe. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. There's the pick. 4 on the clock. Durant with some nice D. And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Shot from 16. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Yeah, and you got to respect the size McGrady has. Easily seen over the defense there to spot the open man.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Memphis.
Oh, man, how about the mid-range jumper from these guys? It's on tonight, a huge part of their offense so far.
Well, from the start, they've been making quality passes offensively, and that is reflected in their assist numbers.
1:15 left to play here in the second quarter. Drains it from beyond the arc. And it's a 10-point Memphis lead.
And how about getting a hand up on McGrady, especially when he's looking to shoot from the outside?
Giannis outside. Pass to Bryant. And they get it. And again, the Lakers no good.
Well, he was hoping to respond with a 3 of his own. He just couldn't get it to go.
McGrady right side. Kobe with the steal. And yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays.
Yeah, he's as good as it gets at the line. Pretty much automatic.
And the rejection by Giannis. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Artest. Blocked again. Bryant has the open look. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Kobe's got 4 points now in the quarter. Here's McGrady. Here's Olajuwon. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Artest is out there with Tracy McGrady. Then there's Shaquille O'Neal. Then it's Olajuwon. And it's Durant in at the 3. Bryant inside. Offered by Artest.
Leaping up to the rim. Bryant sees the opening and does not hesitate to attack.
Outside, KD. McGrady outside. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Well, I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Grizzlies have gone 0 for 1 at the line. This is their second trip to the line tonight.
And watching McGrady, you see the length and athleticism. He's a matchup nightmare for most teams.
Here's Antetokounmpo.
Unreal.
Oh, my. That is freakish skill from Giannis.
Outside, Olajuwon. Pass to KD. That's good, and it's Olajuwon with the assist. Durant's got 6.
Well, he is really filling it up, but also keeping others involved.
Bounce pass, Antetokounmpo. Here's Pettit. He's defended by Olajuwon. Clock at 4. From deep, George. It's rebounded by Memphis. O'Neal's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Artest. Here's Durant. It's good from about 19 feet. That's now 8 points for Kevin Durant.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
That is just beautiful ball movement. Unselfish basketball.
Bryant. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Oh, Kareem, too good inside.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Here's George. And Shaquille O'Neal pulls it down. Shaq's got his 5th rebound in this one. Fires top of the key. O'Neal literally bending the rim with the power.
The strength of O'Neal is otherworldly.
Down low, Abdul-Jabbar with the steal. It's Giannis with the drive. That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Pettit.
Wow, what skill level to get that floater up and in right there. Nicely done.
McGrady against Bryant. Rebounded by the Lakers. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Now, here is George. Out to Kobe. Outside, George. Bennett, the pass to Abdul-Jabbar. It's blocked by Shaq.
And the aggressiveness on display here from O'Neal. Terrific at turning shots away with that size and length.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Outside, George. And it's George again missing. McGrady outside. And another turnover here by Memphis. Five seconds left to play here in the third.
He got it! What poise! Unfazed!
Oh, beats the buzzer from way down court. These fans are stunned.
And so it's Memphis with a 10-point lead. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. On a platter for him.
Yeah, playing for one another. That's the definition of teamwork.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. They've got Abdul-Jabbar. Bryant is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then it's Paul George. And it's Pettit in at the 4. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. And it's George missing.
Well, if you take low percentage shots, you are going to have difficulty making them.
O'Neal passes to Durant. Olajuwon on the wing. Defended by Abdul-Jabbar. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Artest, good.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And they just keep building out this lead. With each made basket, their confidence increases.
And Los Angeles calling timeout.
All right, fans. That was your dance team. Make some noise.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Outside for George. Off target from outside.
Well, his three-pointer just hasn't been there in the second half.
Outside Durant. It's blocked. Here's Antetokounmpo. Bryant looking over the floor. Kobe getting it done in close.
Inside the paint, Bryant is just as much trouble. He's practically a sure thing from in close.
Memphis leading by 14. Now Durant. Kobe against McGrady. 5 to shoot. Oh, that is a big-time jam.
This is Shaq at his best, getting that deep position and then just muscling through.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Kobe against Artest. O'Neal there for the rebound.
And it's going to be the Spurs off the tip. And the starting group for Chicago. Anthony is out there with Johnson. Then there's LeBron James. Then there's Wembanyama. And it's Chamberlain in at the 5. Here's Mutombo. And here's Curry for 3. Up again. It's good on the putback.
And you really can't sleep on Davis's length, especially on the offensive glass.
Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
There is no doubt what's going to happen once he reaches the rim.
Leonard outside. Back to Curry. Mobley outside. San Antonio moving the ball around. That's good from Curry on the assist by Mobley.
Ideally, you want to chase Stephen Curry off the three-point line, but folks, it is not as easy as you might think.
Johnson finds Anthony. Six to shoot. James outside. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that three almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
What's remarkable about LeBron is the complete command of the game. Not only his team, but you'll hear opponents joke about how well he knows their plays.
That free throw good from James. And he sinks the second. The last one's off. They'll settle for 2. Leonard passes to Curry. Back to Leonard. Mobley outside. Leonard outside from the wing. He hits the back iron and sinks it.
Boy, laser focus from Kawhi Leonard. He no sooner touches it than that ball is off to the rim.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Leonard for 3. And it's Chicago with a board.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Johnson against Curry. Johnson with a bucket.
The size advantage gives him a clear path to the shot.
And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for San Antonio. They trail by 1. Pass to Leonard. Back to Curry. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Curry's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. The shot by Johnson, no good. And he's going for the oop here. Stolen by Wembanyama. Johnson against Leonard. Pass to James. Here's Chamberlain. Checked by Davis. And that one is hammered home.
Now, the very definition of unselfish. LeBron could score every time, but you see his affinity for getting his teammates involved.
He put some rage into that one, B.A.
You're telling me. Now here's Johnson. James outside. Outside Johnson. On the wing, Anthony. 5 to shoot. And off there. He misses his first shot of the night.
Oh, he'd like to have that one back. That's in his wheelhouse for sure.
Outside Davis. Pass to Leonard. Plenty of space. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. Leonard's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Kawhi Leonard consistently efficient with his scoring ability. Nice jumper.
Now James. Leonard defending. That one's good from James on the assist by Johnson. Johnson's got his 3rd assist of the night. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Bulls out in front. They're up by 1. And some good action already in this one. But a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Ever since this game started, they've been attacking on the inside, looking for ways to bust up the defense and get high percentage looks.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
And so in the game for the Bulls, We've got Wembanyama. Johnson is out there with Anthony. Then there's LeBron James. And it's Chamberlain in at the 5, roaming the paint. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Victor Wembanyama is trying to gain strength, but he said it's important not to lose your mobility. So bulking up is not a good word. It's more being stable. That's the way to keep going. I don't need to bulk up. I need to get my core stronger. I need to get solid. Back to you guys.
That approach makes sense. All right, Allie, thanks for the report.
With his length and energy, Wembanyama has the ability to be a game-changing defender.
Mobley passes to Davis. Here's the 3. Curry's shot is off. And so Anthony will bring it up for Chicago. Pass to Johnson. Fires the 3. And Anthony hits from deep. Anthony's got his second bucket of the night.
His three-point shot can be streaky from game to game and season to season, but Melo certainly a threat from out there.
And here's Leonard, covered by Johnson. Soft touch off the glass.
Yeah, terrific work in the two-man game results in an easy bucket. That's how you do it.
Outside Wembanyama. James deciding where to go with it. Pass to Anthony. From the high post. Davis with a rebound. San Antonio trailing here. To the middle. Oh, Davis asserts himself at the rim.
Yeah, this is how powerful Davis is. Awesome at capitalizing with the dunk.
Outside Wembanyama. Pass to Anthony. Pulls up. Good. And the assist to Wembanyama. Anthony's got 7.
Oh, phenomenal work right there. There's times, boy, he can be tough to check.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. .119 left in the second quarter. Johnson with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. Outside Johnson. Here's James. Here's Chamberlain, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
These are his first free throws of the game.
Shooting for Chicago, Will Chamberlain. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. And the second free throw is good. 3 minutes of action thus far in the second. Curry against James. Down low. Tipped. It's stolen by Johnson. And up the court come the Bulls on the break. LeBron on the break.
I'll tell you this, LeBron is hard enough to defend in a half-court set, let alone impossible to guard in the open floor.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Mutombo, the pass to Mobley. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game. Bulls leading by 5. And here's Johnson. James, a screen on Curry. Johnson passes to James. Good work defensively by Leonard.
Boy, that's the kind of contest you need to force the miss.
Back to Mobley. Here's Curry. Oh, did he get it off in time? He did! How about that?
Are you serious? That was incredible.
What a way to seize momentum. Can it carry over into the next quarter? Beautifully done.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Chicago ahead. They lead by 3. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
They're measuring up the shot.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Boy, you got to like what Carmelo Anthony has done in this game.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
They've got Stephen Curry. Davis out there with Mobley. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Mutombo in at the 5 down low. That's who's in the game for the Spurs. Pass to Johnson. Chicago passing it around. James outside. Back to Wembanyama. Clock at 6. Anthony outside. Lets it go from deep. Mutombo with a rebound. Mutombo's got 4 rebounds now. Leonard passes to Davis. Now here's Curry, covered by Johnson. Oh, sweet move. Curry's shot is off. Chicago leading by 5. And Johnson gets it to go on the assist by James.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over. And now that they have some time to get a little bit of rest, it's time for these players to regroup while hydrating themselves with some Gatorade, looking to gain a boost of energy as they continue to play in this game.
And staying hydrated is the only surefire way to do it. An athlete's body doesn't have the same power and stamina without proper hydration. These guys will be sure to use this timeout wisely.
Davis with a screen on Johnson. Oh, deflected. And as it goes out of bounds, San Antonio will keep possession. Here's Davis. Well, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over.
Chicago ball.
Bulls leading by 7. Outside Johnson. Anthony with a screen on Curry. Mobley against Anthony. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
Yeah, I'm not sure people give Melo enough credit for his ability to create space with the dribble.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks. Commissioner Adam Silver was asked about the wildest ideas thrown around in the league office. He said, quote, one thing that's been discussed is potentially 2 free throws for a foul on a 3-point shot. I don't think we'd do it in the last 2 minutes of the game, but that's something interesting. EA?
Not a bad idea. Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Just under 2.5 minutes into this 3rd quarter now. Davis with a screen on Johnson. Leonard for 3. And it's Chicago with a board. Chamberlain's got 4 rebounds now. Johnson against Curry. To snap the cold streak. Chicago with a rebound. 1:07 left in the 3rd. Wembanyama finds James. Pass to Anthony. Just 5 on the clock. Chamberlain. And that one drops. And now it's an 11-point Chicago lead.
The vision there as Carmelo makes his teammates better.
Curry passes to Davis. And here's Leonard. The kick out. Curry looking to end this cold spell. Oh, Curry just weaving his way through traffic. Still knocks it in.
Well, don't underestimate Curry because of his size. This guy does a great job absorbing contact and still finishing.
For 3, Anthony. Mutombo with a rebound. Mutombo's got 5 rebounds in the game. Mobley passes to Curry. Inside. And the basket by Mutombo. Mutombo has got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
You know, one thing that has stood out tonight is his scoring. You know, he's kept attacking even when they've been trailing.
And so it's Chicago closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the court for the Bulls, getting the fourth quarter going. They've got Anthony. James is out there with Victor Wembanyama. Then there's Johnson, and it's Chamberlain in at the center position. James passes to Anthony. From outside the arc. That one's good. From James on the assist by Johnson.
We often see LeBron James with the ball in his hands creating for himself or others. That time, a little catch and shoot. The easy one for LeBron.
Drills it from deep.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now James. And stolen by Mobley. Back come the Spurs in transition. Ooh, Leonard leaves no room for error.
Oh, boy, you love to see that kind of burst from Kawhi Leonard. What a finish. Yeah, just catching your teammate in stride right there. That makes the game easy.
Curry surveys. Takes a three. Ooh, Curry making it look effortless.
The supreme confidence from Steph Curry to attempt that shot, let alone make it. Impossible to measure this guy's range.
Timeout, Bulls. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what the Bulls coach was going over with his team. He applauded their shooting and their shot selection, saying, we're taking the right threes, not forcing anything. Keep doing that, and they'll continue to fall. Makes the game easy, doesn't it?
Thanks for that, Allie. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Chicago. They've led by as many as 11. Now James. Here's the pick. Now Anthony. Fires the three. Leonard there for the rebound. Spurs trail by 4. Curry outside.
Ideally, you're trying not to send Stephen Curry to the line, but this guy creates those situations with his instinct and his ability.
At the line for 2.
Good on the first, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. It's both from the stripe.
Boy, in a tight game, he steps up and delivers.
So it's Chicago now. Here's James. Ooh, they pick off the pass. To take the lead. Nope. Curry's gone just 2 of 8 from beyond the arc. Let's loose for 3. Davis pulls it down.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
Now Leonard. Puts up the tray. Oh, it's off. Here's Anthony. Here's James. Tries it from 9. Punching it inside. LeBron.
We all know LeBron wants to take these shots. When the pressure is at its highest, he does not shy away from making the play his team needs.
James against Curry. Shoots a 3. Buries it from outside.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
James against Leonard. Outside Anthony. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
That's what happens when you challenge Davis. He can be so disruptive as a defender.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Curry fires. Curry rises up and hits the three.
Steph Curry so cool under pressure. Big moment, no matter. He's ready.
Timeout, Bulls. All right, thoughts on what coach is going to do here?
More than enough time to get a bucket.
Well, they've got to be aggressive, guys, because the defense doesn't want to foul here.
Leonard against James. Outside Anthony. Wembanyama. The three ball is down.
And not intimidated at all. Wembanyama showing up in a clutch moment.
The Spurs call time. All right, guys, how do you see him managing the next possession?
This is where your coaching is so important. They need a really good play now.
Well, this is a chance to take the lead, so you've got to draw up play to make it happen. Oh, tough rebound for the big fella, but that is his job, folks.
And an intentional foul right there.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Evan Mobley. Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Bulls, Carmelo Anthony taking 2 shots.
Shoot 2. He gets the first, and that'll put him up 2. And so he drops them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Connecting at the charity stripe, so important. Now you are up 3.
The Spurs call time. Turning here to our analysts. What elements become the primary keys at this point?
An insane scenario. Not enough time for a catch-and-shoot 3, so it has to be an alley-oop that draws the and-1 foul.
So a close game sees Chicago taking this one. And this was an emotional win for them. No doubt about it.
Just a fantastic accomplishment. You love how they just diffuse the energy in this arena.
And that about wraps it up. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning
So Sacramento will get the first possession. Now a look at Memphis's starting group. They've got Tracy McGrady. O'Neal is out there with Olajuwon. And it's Durant. And it's Artest in at the 1. Now McGrady after the missed 3 from Klay Thompson. And the shot goes down.
Like the size McGrady has inside. Fantastic at kind of angling his body there for the interior shot.
Eaton the pass to Thompson. Outside for SGA. And it's Memphis on the break.
And I like seeing McGrady rise up for the dunk. Has amazing leaping ability and good reach, too. He makes it look easy.
Bounce pass from SGA. Here's Eaton. Pass to Thompson. Just 5 to shoot. It's blocked by Shaq.
And the aggressiveness on display here from O'Neal. Terrific at turning shots away with that size and length. I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Here's SGA. After the made shot from KD. SGA passes to Eaton. And here's Thompson over McGrady. Nice shot by Thompson.
The blend of confidence and skill, beautiful to see. Thompson knew all he needed was the ball in his hands.
Artest the pass to Olajuwon. Back to Artest to the paint. Here's Shaq. And finished off by O'Neal.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
But, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
Here's SGA following the score by Memphis. And Thompson kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. And a miss there on the triple. Durant feeling it out a bit. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Here's McGrady. He can't get that one. Good D by Thompson. It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. Count the basket.
And moving with such speed, the quickness of SGA's drive, something to admire.
Durant with a screen on Thompson. Right side, Kevin Durant. And the layup's good off the glass. KD's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Yeah, that's how he rolls. I mean, intimidate the opponent right now.
Now, here's Thompson. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Known as a shooter, Thompson's size allows him to score inside as well.
McGrady against Thompson. And here's KD for 3. Sacramento grabs the miss. It's Thompson off the drive. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's on Kevin Durant.
Yeah, Thompson can be fast and nimble on the drive, catching him unprepared.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
Klay Thompson, shooting 1.
Well, Thompson is known for that shooting ability, but deserves more recognition for his defense. He's got the size, the lateral quickness, and most importantly, the desire defensively.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
The Grizzlies shooting their first free throw of the game. Just 4 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Memphis out in front. They're up by 4. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
They've got Howard. Thompson is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Pippen. And it's Eaton in at the four-man position. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. From down in the low post, it goes. Eaton's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for Sacramento. Outside, Olajuwon. Outside, Artest. Lobbed up there for O'Neal. And stolen by Howard. Pippen against KD. And then Pippen slams it in.
Boy, that's major force and ferocity by Scottie Pippen on that slam. No messing around with that one.
Outside Artest. Pass to McGrady. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
McGrady passes to KD. Clock at 6. Count it. KD's got 6.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Pass to Thompson. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's the 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. SGA's got the lead up to 1 now for the Kings. So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. SGA's gone 50% from the arc, 1 of 2. McGrady outside. Here's O'Neal. It's hauled in by the Kings.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Offensive rebound. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Control the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
And here's SGA following the 3 from Kevin Durant. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Thompson. Drains the three-pointer. 10 points for him.
Love the response from Thompson there. You knew it was going to be about payback for him.
Outside Artest. McGrady against Thompson. Low block shot on the way. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. On the clock. Here's McGrady.
And I love what Thompson provides at the defensive end. He is smart and tough.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Howard finds SGA. Olajuwon with the block.
Boy, Olajuwon is a ferocious defender and rim protector. Really excels at slapping shots away.
Doing it with style. McGrady punishing the D for giving him that kind of airspace.
Thompson surveying the floor. Howard with a screen on McGrady. Here's SGA. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Kings lead by 1. And we'll be back with you right after this. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Klay Thompson with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
So on the floor for Memphis, we've got Durant. Olajuwon is out there with Shaquille O'Neal. Then it's Artest, and it's McGrady in at the 2. Now here's Pippen. SGA kicks to Thompson. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Another miss by SGA. And here's O'Neal. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. It's a one-point game. And here's Pippen. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists in the game.
This is why SGA is a focal point of his offense, because of that ability to score.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. To Durant. Back to McGrady. Top of the key. Here's Artest, and he goes in for the dunk.
Going upstairs, Mr. Artest. Yes, sir.
It's deflected. O'Neal with the steal. Here's McGrady, and it's Memphis with another.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
Pass to Thompson. Fires away from outside. And that comes off the assist by SGA. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 3 assists now in this one. McGrady up top. He's covered by Thompson. Here's KD. Pippen with the steal. Outside Durant. This one for 3. Kevin Durant. Bullseye. Money on the 3.
No fear or hesitation from KD. He's able to hit from anywhere.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Eaton. Now here's Thompson. Gets an open look and hits. Thompson's got the game tied up here for the Kings.
He is absolutely putting on a scoring clinic, guys. If it wasn't for him, they would not be in this game.
Here's Olajuwon, and it's Olajuwon with the jam.
I mean, I hope you can appreciate the torque that kind of move generates. He just has that natural explosiveness. The dream is something to behold.
Now, here's Thompson. He's got 15. And there's SGA on the assist by Thompson. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 points now in the quarter. Outside, Olajuwon. Yep, that one goes in there. And the Grizzlies lead by 2.
Touch, size, moves. The Dream has got all the tools to score and make you look silly while he's doing it.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And the 3 off target. O'Neal with it, and it's Howard picking him up. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. McGrady, that's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
Yeah, you got to love seeing McGrady when he's hot. An amazing score from any spot on the floor.
Thompson against McGrady. Howard with a screen on McGrady. Thompson for 3. That shot off. And that's going to do it for the 3rd quarter. It's the Grizzlies up by 4. And we're coming right back after this break to get the 4th quarter underway. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist